as people made a slogan, Nanu Gauri, Navella Gauri, there are thousands of Gauri. I am Gauri and we're all Gauri.
I am Gauri. This was the reverberating slogan that became popular during protests to demand justice for Gauri. Gauri Lankesh was a fiery journalist, a vocal critique of Hindu right-wing extremism, caste system, rights of the oppressed masses. 5th September 2017. She was shot at and killed in front of a residence by two motorcycle-borne assassins in Bengaluru. Her work, her murder, brought focus on how journalism has become a dangerous profession in this country, especially for those considered left-leaning, just like Gauri was. Cut to 7 years later, a special court in Bengaluru granted bail to 8 more accused on 9th October, namely Amol Kale, Rajesh D. Bangera, Vasudev Suryavanshi, Rushikesh Devadekar, Parshuram Wagmore, Ganesh Miskin, Amit Ramchandra Baddi and Manohar Yadve. Now we'll listen to Kavitha Lankesh, Gauri's sister, who will tell us more about how they've been fighting the case for more than 7 years.
You have no right to take a life. And after taking a life, you're being honored like this. And it was shocking and very disturbing for my entire family, especially my young daughter, who was saying, what is this, Amma, what's happening,
Now what happened after that? 2 days later, two of the accused, Parshuram Wagmore, who was reportedly the one who gunned down Gauri, and Manohar Yadve were accorded a grand welcome by local members of Sri Ram Sena with garlands, orange shawls and chants of celebration after they returned to their hometown in Vijayapura. Days after being granted bail, another shocker came forth. Another accused, Shrikant Pangarkar, has now joined Shinde-led Shiv Sena in Jalna, Maharashtra.
It's empowering them because, as you know, when Gauri died, there was the investigation officer found a diary with about probable list of 40 people under attack still targeted, and including names like the late Girish Karnad was there. Everybody, so many people, activists, journalists, secular people who were there. And this is like emboldening them, saying that it's okay if you do murder, you're out in 5 years and you can be free and be honored and be publicly respected like this. It's been very disturbing. It's the same like Bilkis Banu's case, and what is the message we are sending across? It's very, very disturbing.
That Congress has also issued a statement. Do you think it's just a statement for now. Do you think Congress can do more here?
They should, of course, file an FIR to these people who have honored them. The people out on bail is not their problem. They go, they get it done, whatever. It's their, they say, no, I don't care. But the people who have done this, they should be questioned, what exactly was their motive behind it. And we know what the motive is, basically saying your Hindutva heroes.
What do you think triggered the chain of events that eventually led to her murder? Like, was it a speech that she made, an article that she wrote, or like a mixed bag of a lot of things?
I think it was a constant fight against Hindutva, and also one of the speeches, and a lot of things came together. It was her peak. She was battling the RSS, the right-wing ideologies all the time. So I think that also came about. Growth, but of course the final thing was the speech which she made apparently in Mangalore, which was completely again misunderstood in many ways, I think.
We know that in October, 8 accused got bail on the basis of delay in the trial. All these accused were booked under various IPC sections, the Indian Arms Act and the Karnataka Control of Organized Crimes Act. On September 4th this year, before the 7th anniversary of Gauri's murder, 4 more accused were given bail. Bharat Kurane, Shrikant Pangarkar, Sujit Kumar and Sudhava Gondalekar. Again, on the basis of delay in the progress of the trial. On 16th July this year, accused KT Naveen Kumar, Suresh HL and Amit Degwekar were also given bail. These petitioners cited the High Court's order of 7th December 2023 when it granted the first bail in the case to N. Mohan Nayak. They also submitted that 527 witnesses had been cited by the prosecution, but only 130 witnesses had been examined since the trial began in July 2022.
We have been pressurizing the government to make a first court or a special court dedicated to this case so my sister gets justice soon. But somehow they dedicated about 5 days a week completely for this case. but it's just not enough.
The travesty of it all is not only how much time it has been, but also that the main accused have been let out on bail, such as Amol Kale, who is allegedly the mastermind in the murder. He was an engineer radicalized by Sanatan Sanstha's literature and ideology, and that most of these accused were either former or current members of Sanatan Sanstha. Her case also brought forth damning facts such as links of these accused to the murders of academic M.M. Kalburgi, CPI leader Govind Pansare and rationalist Narendra Dabholkar. October bail order also mentioned Dr. Virendra Tavade, who led the organized crime syndicate and added more accused to the group.
The only problem has been the time duration which has taken.
Yeah.
That has been a long this thing. And if they do consider a special court, then that would be great, I think. I mean, that's only one of the blocks I see.
I was thinking about this, and I thought no better person to ask than you, that if Gauri were here today, if she was alive and she was here with us today, what do you think she would say or do? Would she still be a journalist? Would she still be a writer? I mean, considering the times we're living in. Back then, she spoke about the rising right-wing Hindu nationalism, and now it's rampant and it's omnipresent. So, what do you think she would do or say today if she were here with us today?
Absolutely, she would have been continuing. I don't think she was the type to bow down or, in fact, from the time she's been, as you know, when she died, she had 80 cases against her from various right-wing groups and everything. I think by this time, maybe it would have been 200 or whatever, but she wouldn't have bowed down. She would have stuck to her ideals. She would have fought. She would have fought for a democratic, peaceful, harmonious country.
Gauri's case reminds me of these lines by Bhagat Singh. They may kill me, but they cannot kill my ideas. This was also reflected in the kind of stories that she did or the issues that she led light on.
When people trolled her, when she would, post something about any post she did, and people were against it and they would troll her massively, she would be very nice to them. She would tell them, please come over for a coffee, let's chat about it. If Gauri fought through her, newspaper and activism, I fought through my films, as I said. So the idealism is the same. We are not very different.
But how does your mother, how does she remember Gauri? Like, what does she say now? What are like her memories of Gauri and what does she recall?
Not memories. For her, she's still alive in that sense because she grieves over her death every day. And there's something like, however, whatever age it is, losing a child, losing a daughter or son can be the most painful thing. And I don't think she'll ever get over it as long as she lives.
For more interviews, in-depth videos and analysis which talk about attacks on press freedom, its impact on journalists, the rising marginalization and which are in public interest, please become a member and support our journalism.